Hey guys, welcome back to Film Radar. John Wick is an American neo-noir action thriller media franchise created by screenwriter Derek Kolstad and owned by Lionsgate. Keanu Reeves plays John Wick, a retired hitman who becomes active again in his quest for vengeance. Today we're looking at the top 8 times John Wick went beast mode. So let's go. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. At number 8, John vs. Shanobi, John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. The adjudicator uses a Japanese assassin named Zero to assassinate John and Winston in the third film of the John Wick series. The Shanobi are Zero's disciples, and they combat John in a fantastic martial arts battle. John is armed with just his leather belt and hands, while the Shanobi are armed with a variety of knives. It makes no difference. John ragdolls the Shanobi around the room before suplexing them through a glass floor. If it's a terrific combat scene that shows Wick can fight with his hands and belt just as well as he can with any other weapon. At number 7, Art Museum Fight, John Wick Chapter 3. Following his meeting with the Bowery King, John is directed to an art museum in search of Santino. He does find Santino, and the consequence is a legendary fight. John starts the fight by firing a bunch of shots in a row before grabbing somebody else's weapon and doing even more harm. John throws himself down a flight of stairs, tosses empty weapons at people's heads, and attacks opponents through walls, and mows down dozens upon dozens of nameless people in the ensuing attack. The visually striking mirror sequence in which Wick stands up against Santino's security enforcer, played by Ruby Rose, also takes place at the museum. At number 6, Revenge on Yosef Tarasov, from the original John Wick. When compared to its sequels, the initial John Wick movie may appear pale. It does, however, contain a significant amount of beast mode Wick. Yosef's location was discovered owing to his father Vigo. Using multiple firearms, John raids the compound. With the weapon, he attacks a number of bodyguards, destroys their escape cards, and attacks Yosef. Then he simply walks up to him and stops him mid-sentence in what's possibly the greatest slow-motion walk ever. At number 5, John vs. Vigo Tarasov, from the original John Wick. With the help of Winston, John discovers that Vigo is attempting to flee the city by way of the New York harbor. John drives to the harbor and disengages Vigo's vehicle. He dispatches a slew of guys in his car before confronting Vigo. John is at his most cool in this fight, allowing himself to get stabbed in the gut in order to break Vigo's arm, retrieve the knife from his stomach, and then use it again. At number 4, Antiquing, from John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. The first 3 acts of John Wick 3 are non-stop action. Apart from the mentioned horse combat, the film also features a fantastic sequence in an antique shop. Several assassins approach John, the majority of whom are smashed through weapon-filled glass displays. When the ancient knives are added to the mix, everything becomes even crazier. Hundreds of knives fly through the air and attack multiple people, and John even manages to disarm one of the killers by attacking him with a knife. At number 3, Battle of the Continental, John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. Following his meeting with the Elder, John pledges to assassinate Winston and is granted permission to return to New York. However, John refuses to follow through, and the adjudicator declares the Continental deconsecrated. The hotel is stormed by Zero and High Table Associates, resulting in an all-out fight. When John starts to work, Winston puts on some classical music, taking out dozens of High Table enforcers with ease. Despite being highly equipped and armored, John's expertise and unrelenting attacks are too much for the High Table. At number 2, the Casablanca fight, in John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. John travels to Casablanca in search of aid from Sophia, an ex-assassin and ex-friend. She drags him to visit her ex-boss, where Barada shoots one of Sophia's dogs after she refuses to surrender it. Sophia, in turn, attacks Barada, kicking off what is possibly the series' largest attack yet. Despite having a large number of goons on both John's and Sophia's sides, they are able to defeat Barada soldiers with the help of Sophia's dogs and some expert weaponry. At number 1, Red Circle Nightclub, from John Wick 1. The hitman is his usual unstoppable stealth in the nightclub fight, but this action sequence has a particular place in the John Wick franchise. For starters, this was the first time fans saw John as the unrelenting force of nature he was, tearing through hundreds of bodyguards without breaking a sweat. It was a real eye-opener, and it cemented John's reputation as a true professional. So guys, That was it for this video. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comments section below. If you're new to our channel, be sure to subscribe now and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. And finally, thanks for watching.